If you have been fortunate enough to acquire a certain level of education or expertise in any given area, you should definitely be paying it forward to lift up your race. So that's why I do the work. I do the work because when I go to work as a nurse and I see some of my colleagues who don't look like me treating patients unfairly or not, and it's not always blatant. Sometimes it's the subtleness of racism that is still perpetuated. I'm just angered and I'm frustrated. And I'm constantly trying to figure out why Baltimore City looks the way it looks now, why Black people are still being mistreated, and why we don't have the same economic opportunities, the same opportunities toward healthcare. Why?
I say I'm passionate about helping people that need help. I am passionate about bringing joy and positive to a unique situation. The people in the community see me as a hard worker and dedicated, staying focused and looking at the bigger picture and the betterment of the lives and the surroundings. I would love for the community to change from a red zone district to a district of One Park Heights where people could come and enjoy one another regardless of your faith, regardless of your identity. We just want to be together and we just want to eat together and work together in peace, in love, and joy.
The change I want to see is the sense of hope in a community, or the sense of unity back into communities where we are helping one another, or if nothing else, not hurting one another. And it's just generational. Because again, when I look at the older individuals and they say, oh, them young people. And I say the young people, and oh, them old people. And then I'm like, you know what? But we can help each other. We can help each other. So I'm looking at that unity, that bond, that trust, that back in the communities, and I think we can build from there. When it comes to the community environment as a whole, where we're looking at the government or the city hall or whoever to come in, that they have more buy-in from the community.
I can't begin to say how thankful and happy I am to just do when I walk up the street, or if I'm riding past, just to see my neighbors and talk to so many people that just ride by and say, wow, you guys are really doing some great things up there in Darley Park. So and that's just good to hear. It's just good to hear nice stories, good things happening in your community. It just gives you such a good feeling. I'm very proud of my community, very proud. But you can't go 5 houses in any direction in Darley Park and not come across a vacant property. So that's a great concern. And this is a beautiful old area. And we're so close to everything. It's worth investing. We truly are worth investing in.
I can see that change is coming, even though it may not be evident, but that slowly but surely, the light is going to come. People are going to be walking, according to, doing what's right, for each other, for themselves, and for their neighbors. So I just have a lot of hope that, this place is just going to shine, and you're going to come back and say, wow, is that the same neighborhood?
I would like people to know that being submerged and in an environment that is, it's very hard to survive for long, in extended periods of time, like a lifetime. It changes you. You become a different kind of, human being, and that is very unique to Baltimore. In our city, it's not easy to be a Baltimorean, and every day you are faced with, a challenge. Are you going to be a part of the solution or part of the problem? There is a lot that is missing from our community, and it's been on purpose. And that is why we don't have this sense of wholeness and fullness in the community, because it truly is lacking.
I think Baltimore is a good place to live. It's a city full of communities, and it's a city full of people that are compassionate and have a passion for making a difference. To me, the city is the heartbeat, and it's where, everything is thriving and everything else is systemic to that. And I just like being a part of it. And I love Baltimore, and I'm going to continue to do what I can to make a difference and invest in the children, because they are 100% our future, not 80%, not 90%, 100. Everybody, was a child first. So we got to invest in them.
My hope is some of my efforts could bring some healing to some of the places where I used to work, neighborhoods that I used to be in, because there's so much trauma there, but there's a lot of resilience there as well. And so I hope that somehow some healing comes to Baltimore. I hope that people can see Baltimore for more than what it is, and The Wire or Homicide and all of those other places like that. And I hope that people begin to really listen to the residents of Baltimore and work around what their needs are, and not just parachute in and say, this is what we want to bring. It's not even what the neighborhoods want or need. So those are some of my hopes.
I feel like there's no excuse for what we see happening and what we see going on in our city and in our communities and in Park Heights. I don't understand, how it could have been allowed to get to the place where it's at. And it's not just Park Heights. I ride down other streets and I see the same thing happening. Baltimore is so much better than this. It is so much better than this. And again, I don't have all the answers. But I believe, as I've said, even with that, I believe that Baltimore has the people that do have the answers.
There actually just no resources in the whole entire Southwest, not just in Irvington. In Southwest, the focus seems to be never on communities like ours. Seems to be where all the money goes to, like Fells Point, Harbor East. They don't invest monies into our communities. It's sad, but it's true. And in order for us to get anything, we got to do it on our own. And we got to fight for it. And I'm always willing to put up a good fight with anybody. And I don't care who you are. I will give you a good fight. And because that's the only way we're going to get something. Because if we just go ask and they say no, I'm like, okay, they expect you to go away. But I'm one of those folks that never go away until you give me what I asked for. Because I think we deserve the same thing everybody else gets.
I don't think the political scene is organized enough. Like, we could get something going today, and 3 months later we have a whole new administration, and now things are discombobulated again, and it starts all over again. So we keep spinning this wheel that never gets us anywhere. So I find it very difficult. I mean, I remember going to the different forums and working on a red line and helping suggest things and give ideas on what I would like to see in a community. And to see all the effort gone, it's just, it was devastating for me. I believe a difference can be made when you get the right mixture. And I believe that the reason change hasn't happened because we haven't had the right mixture. Like, you're voting not just for change, you're voting because you're relevant.
I want a young black girl or a young black boy to understand the importance of healing, understand the importance of, not constantly having to prove that you're this tough person or prove that, you're this gangster, that you tough. Like, I'm able to still be comfortable with myself even though that I'm soft. I'm soft, I'm sensitive. That doesn't mean that, I'm a doormat. But, I'm able to accept that softer side of myself and to, still be able to love. Thank God that I'm still able to love.
And there's so many women that have come before me and that will come after me. Let me do my part while I'm here. Even if a person never knows my name or any sacrifice that I've made, just let me do my part while I'm here. That's what I want people to know about me. That it's not about the uniform. It's not about the title. It's about the other amazing people that I've had the opportunity, the pleasure, and the honor to meet on this journey that has made for me life in Baltimore better because of their sacrifice and their willingness to share love, even to a person they don't know.